Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saab and to 2009 year's Frankfurt Motor Show. We're of course delighted to see so many having such a great interest around Saab. The star of this press conference is of course the all-new 9.5, but I am sure there are many of you that are interested in getting a little bit of a corporate story as it relates to the status of Saab. So let me cover this in a few words. I would say since General Motors placed Saab under strategic review, there has been a lot going on at Saab. And for those of us who have been in the middle of this, I would say that's even an understatement. We completed a successful reorganization where we restructured our business by creating a good balance between supply and demand, lowered our inventory, as well as adjusted our overall structure. We were able, through a composition, to write off 75% of our debt, and by doing that, restoring the balance sheet. We also decided at that time to locate the future manufacturing of Saab vehicles to Trollhättan. And most importantly, started the separation from General Motors into an independent company by introducing a very tight and strict cash management program. During this time, we've also developed a business plan which aims at taking the roots of Saab into the future to enhance the unique brand values while focusing on safe and environmentally friendly alternatives for the European premium customers. General Motors and the Koenigsegg Group, also in the middle of August, signed a stock purchase agreement, and we're now in the middle of finalizing the agreement between GM and the Koenigsegg Group. I would say the Koenigsegg Group have brought into Saab a new spirit with a very entrepreneurial view and provided a totally new network of possibilities into the Saab organization and the Saab brand. As important in this time frame is to ensure the financing of the future of Saab. And we're now in the middle of working on the final pieces of that through the negotiations with the European Investment Bank, the Swedish National Debt Office, and the European Commission. And we hope that we should have all of this in place by the end of October. Parallel to all of these activities, we have of course focused on developing a standalone and independent Saab organization. By concentrating all of our activities to Sweden and creating a full capability from early development all the way through distribution of our vehicles. In creating this, I have to say that General Motors has been a tremendous support to provide transitional services, component supplies, as well as ensuring that we have future technology available for the Saab brand and our future cars. We have also continued the development, of course, of our new vehicles by, in particular, having completed the development of the 93X, which is now on sale in most markets. And of course, last but not least, we have focused on the new 9.5. I would say if I summarize this, it's probably too much to try to perform during a very short period of time, but I'm happy that we have delivered what we have said we were going to deliver, and we will continue to do so. But let me now switch to the focus of today, the 9.5. The time is now the world premiere of the all-new 9.5.
I turn my face up, look at the dancing clouds. I've got no rush to anywhere. I'll stand right here and take this day in. Make my mark on this moment. Play all the games that this day has to offer. I'll whisper time is now. The 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 time is now. Now, now. The time is now. The time is now.
Thank you, Asha Ali. I can assure you an upcoming star in Sweden. Thanks very much. I would say that the 9.5 is a great ambassador for the Saab brand. Unique and progressive in its design, sporty, but also the driver's car, and of course responsible in its performance. We have gained a lot of inspiration into the design of the all-new 9.5 from all the concept cars that we have developed, and in particular, of course, the Aero X. The exterior design has excellent proportions with good stance from all the angles of the vehicle. It's unique in its design with, of course, unmistakable Saab cues, like the wraparound windscreen with the disguised A-pillars, as well as the hockey stick design on the side view. Ice block themes in terms of headlamps and clean surfaces are, of course, inspirations from the Scandinavian and the Swedish design. And we have also on this vehicle introduced a new Saab cue, the rear light cluster, which comes across the entire rear of the vehicle. I mentioned that this is a driver's car. The interior design is the very typical Saab cockpit design, where the driver is in full control. We have introduced, of course, an adaptive chassis control, as well as the state-of-the-art cross-wheel drive system that we introduced earlier on the 9.3. And all functionalities that you can expect from a premium car in this segment. Practicality is a very key Swedish characteristic that also has led us to having a very flexible cargo management system, as well as the biggest ever rear seat in Saab's history. But what would a Saab be without the ignition key between the seats? This time replaced by a start-stop button, but guess what? Of course, between the two seats. Focus on safety and environmental friendly alternatives will be and has been a key element of the Saab brand. Real-life safety for us is a given in every Saab, and our track record speaks for itself. The engine offer, of course, has a full range of turbo engines, starting with the 2.8 liter at the top, through the 2 liter, and now introducing also a 1.6 liter turbo, delivering 180 horsepower, and high mid-range torque, which is so typical for Saab. The 2 liter diesel has an impressive 350 Newton meter of torque, but only emits 139 grams of CO2. So all in all, you can say it's a car that we're extremely proud of, and we will see full availability gradually in the showrooms in the beginning of 2010. So now I would ask all of you to come up on stage, and we will try to answer all of the questions that you might have. Thank you very much.